Kellen Flukiger here, back with the next segment of the staircase to massive achievement. Now, before we talked about painful dissatisfaction, we talked about transition and the action that's necessary, that it takes an intention, that it's a process, and that it takes, obviously, action to move. But now we're going to get to the place where the rubber actually meets the road, because anybody can be in pain, and anybody can decide, I have an intention to change, and I'm going to do something about it. I mean, how many times have we already done that? And then, of course, we create a process, and we fail. The part where the rubber meets the road is here, the idea and desire. So let's talk about the idea and desire, because that is where the next part starts. All right, so the first part, there are three parts to this. The first part of the idea and desire is the state of allowing. That means we have to allow the idea. We have to accept the fact that change is possible. The real way to say that is, maybe it could be different. Maybe I can do this. Maybe there's a way. Now, this is particularly important when you've been stuck a long time in some place. So that's part one. Part two is then that changes into a belief, where you say, I'm starting to believe that I can do this. I can actually make this change. Part three, we get to the burn. Burn in your heart. When we get to the burn, that means we know. We burn with the desire to make the changes. So let's recap. First, we have to get to a state of allowing. Maybe it could be different. Then, a state of belief. I actually believe I can do this. Step three, burn in your heart with the fury and the knowledge that you can make this change. Now, if you're doing something like the changing of the color of your shoes, so what? That's a whatever. But this is really important when you're talking about things where there's been a long-standing habit, or you've made a bunch of attempts to change and you failed over and over again. This is the process. I'm Kellen Flukiger, the Execution Mentor. Now, what I'd like you to do is go to Facebook, friend me on Facebook, leave a message. Let's talk about this. Let's keep the dialogue going. I'll see you in the next video.